Hey guys, Monday, it's me again. I'm Ruowen Huang. I am an author, spirit coach, and also a psychic. How's everybody's weekend? My weekend is kind of busy. We're running over the place. But this weekend I discovered something. If I'm gonna choose another religion, I think I'm gonna go gospel. Because some reason my daughter is really into gospel music this weekend, and then we were listening to it, and then disregard I understand what he says or how he sing it. I like it when people were celebrating their belief through music, and that vibe I really believe is something. So I have a joke. I say if I'm gonna choose the next religion, I think I'm gonna go gospel. So anyway, today we're going to talk about the blueprint and the platform of life. I have a lot of people ask me about the blueprint of life. Somehow, every time I use those two words a lot because because I guess I can only use the language that I know to describe things. So when I'm describing blueprint of life, for some reason it gives people an idea like their life is fixed, like nothing they can change. And I thought I'm here to verify or clarify that is not really what I meant. So-called blueprint of life, we all know blueprint, right? Blueprint is like, if you have an idea, you have a project you want to achieve or something, and then you roughly time out, frame out, or things like that, how you're gonna achieve that thing. So it's never a detailed thing, but it's rough idea how you're gonna achieve that, right? So that idea I call it blueprint. So in this blueprint, on the life blueprint, what we do is we as a soul have a goal to achieve, right? In order to achieve that, we will have to think about how we can achieve that. Then we start, frame out, roughly design out what we can do, but we don't design to the detail. So here I'll give you some idea, like since we talk about test of life and we talk about purpose of life, then now we can talk about blueprint. Blueprint is basically, in order to reach that goal, which is when the souls are creating a goal of life, right? So that's what we call purpose of life. When I want to achieve that purpose can be I want to love someone, or I want to appreciate myself more. I want to stand out for myself more. So disregard what that purpose is, right? We cannot just smooth sails go there, right? We no pain, no gain, unfortunately. So we never really learn something through happiness. We only learn something through challenge. So then we start deciding so-called test of life. Test of life is what kind of test I have to deal with in order to gain some wisdom or gain some knowledge, so I can slowly go toward my goal. So for a person whose purpose of life may be to love themselves, so what happened is, at the beginning, they might start creating a test of life to make them believe either they are not worth it, or they are useless, or they are not good enough, or things like that. So it's that command setup is not for us to believe that's it. That's for the rest of my life. It's actually somewhere between you or 35. As I said, if you can refer back to I call test of life, somewhere around 35, 40, you should, given different possibility, make you consider taking other steps. So majority of people, if you are not too trapped by language, too trapped by perception, too trapped by your own story, you give that a little try, then you will slowly discover a brand new life. And then that discovering, that understanding, that new understanding, when later on lead you to fulfill your purpose of life. So when it comes to blueprint, when I say, based on your blueprint, so this is what I did. I can quickly scan people and then take out that blueprint and see what that blueprint is. And based on that blueprint, that will show me usually two things. One is their purpose of life, and what is the test of life. So based on this test of life, then I can roughly understand which direction they can go, right? So when a blueprint, what I try to say here is it's never anything to do with your material. So anything that you can qualify or categorize it as a material is never in your blueprint. So it may be you have to encounter somebody, but usually between two people interaction, you learn something, you either gain some wisdom or frustration or love or something. You experience emotion, right? So we say before, you experience emotion, that's how you keep yourself on track. Oh, I like this better, I don't like that, how can I get more of that, less of that, right? So the more you experience, the more you can actually define yourself instead of hiding, like, which I sometimes don't understand is people say, oh, I got hurt once, so what I'm going to do, I'm just going to hide it and never to get hurt again, which is almost a common phrase I heard all the time. If you understand this whole bigger picture of soul and soul evolution, why we are here for, where we try to go, right, you will understand those things, they are there simply to slowly train you a better muscle, to put you on the better position, to slowly direct you to your goal of life instead of trapping you and then define you. So what I'm trying to say here is on the blueprint, there's no fixed material goal. That is, I will make this amount of money or things like that. Or I will have a big house, I will have a great car, I have things. Anything you qualify as material is unlikely to be your blueprint goal. As I say in the last week too, our future will always change, right? Our future will alter based on the decision that you make, right? So that you will understand, blueprint is obviously not a goal, a material that you can reach. It's obviously something deeper. So when you, sorry, I just have a 1 second gap in my brain. So anyway, so what I try to say here is, if you can continuously remind yourself, so based on that blueprint, because we're gonna reach that, we design, as you said, we have a purpose of life, we have a test of life. So we then create a platform. So go back to what I just saying, like the experience that you experience or the interaction you're dealing with people, happy or unhappiness, is what I call platform. So platform is when scenario happen, circumstances happen and things like that, and then it generates some kind of perception, some kind of feeling, some kind of emotion that you are dealing with. So in that case, I say that's platform. Whatever, it's like, I got to set out the stage, right? I got to set out the stage so you can be the actor. And then how you're going to decide to act this show is totally up to you. Result will be different. We all get introduced the book like that too, right? Like, it depends on your mind. So you decided how the story is going to go. That is exactly what I try to say here is, our blueprint only had one thing, really only one thing you want to do. That's the purpose of life. What do you decide? Based on that purpose of life, we spur the test of life. We then, in higher level, communicate with various soul, various, things to see how we can create a platform that is called stage. That stage not really just work for you, usually work for the person who is in that stage, who have to play their part so they can gain something as well. So if you understand this whole thing, then you will understand every time you get hurt or you feel low or you feel something, right? If I can sum it up all together, what I talked about last month and try to introduce you good word, like the vocabulary that I know, you will start to understand. It doesn't make sense for me to be trapped by a story, by a stage. Like I was simply just gonna be a part of it so I can learn something and go. Somehow my mind is not supposed to be trapped by a test of life, by the comment of life, by the interaction of life, and then it become part of my, forever scar or who I am. It shouldn't be. It's anything you create, right? It fall into this blueprint. And then you understand in all as long as I work toward my goal, all the material that you think perception would only come to your liking, because everybody got different perception, right? Some people can be, happy with 1 million. The other people need, I don't know, 10 million or something like that. So based on that perception, things we don't know, but your soul will know. What I can seriously say here is, instead of being trapped and believe blueprint is a fixed future that you cannot change, I'm here to say blueprint is just here, have one purpose in mind. Let's make you into a better soul. That is, no matter what you're encountering, good or bad, high or low, they are there just so you can get something from that, just so you can learn something from it and evolve to a better place. So don't ever get limited or trapped because it happens, because you feel so low in that moment. What I can guarantee you, if you can continue to look forward and work toward your goal, good thing will continuously happen to you, because that's how we so encourage ourselves to keep moving. But you have to make that first step. So anyway, I hope give you guys a little bit idea of blueprint. So people come to me and ask me what their blueprint is. Very simple. Your blueprint is your purpose of life. Your blueprint is not how much money you make, which house you will live, what kind of husband, boyfriend you will end up having. As you know, if you keep working within yourself, we only attract the people alike. So if I continue developing myself to a better place, I will only attract the people that's in the same level. So if somehow you think the person is not the same level, maybe there's something we can work on within ourselves to make us become a better person. So anyway, I hope that give you guys a little bit idea of the blueprint of the life and the that's all, and the platform of life. Platform is just a stage, so you can be the leading character in there. So I hope that answers some question. This week, I'm just gonna focus on the things that we choose. Things we choose in this life. It would be amazing how many things we choose in this life. But anyway, till then, I guess I'll see you guys tomorrow. Bye. Oh, sorry, I forgot to say. If you like what I'm doing, join me live on the Periscope, or go to my Facebook, or subscribe my YouTube channel, or my website, ruowen.com. Hopefully, Monday I'm not so caught in my head. Otherwise, I'll write up something on my website. So till then, I'll see you guys tomorrow. Bye.